in the past, though, he's kept it a little closer than this, going to the late rounds, just by playing a good defensive game, and then come on strong. I believe that's what he did against James Toney when he carved out a draw nobody thought he had a chance to get. Came on late. He's smart.
Halfway mark now of round 6. Beasley tries to throw the big right haymaker. Doesn't. Tried to walk around behind it. Williams was able to slip it. Left hand by Beasley misses. Left hook caught on the gloves of Williams. The Sanderline goes to work on the body. Beasley counters by working on Sanderline's body. One minute left to go here in round 6. Yeah. Uppercut against the ropes. Caught Beasley going back. The punch got through, landed on the chin. A little warning to Beasley about holding. Good right hand there by Sanderline Williams.
I tell you, he gets Beasley moving backward, and he's most effective. Beasley hasn't fallen for that as much lately, and now he fights back into the round with that flurry. This is where Sanderline Williams needs to be taking over, and there's been a surge in his activity level, particularly on the offensive end of things, but not enough to take over the fight, Jim, just to get back into the round, a single round.
And Beasley lands a couple of good shots in Titan. We'll be back. We'll take a look at round 7 of this one when we return. Palace of Auburn Hills. Lonnie Beasley and Sanderline Williams. Neither fighter has been down, although Beasley did hurt Sanderline Williams. I believe it was in round 2. Got him with a left hand, and Sanderline's right foot had a little trouble finding the canvas. Finally did, but he weathered the storm and hung in there. Last round, in round 6, in round 7, we're in round 7 now. In round 6, Sanderline did hit Beasley with a good left hook. There's a good right hand, just slides by, but it was there and it was open. Sanderline got the glove there. Beasley was backing out of the way.
Well, he's closing the gap, no question about that. Now he scores with a little bit of a wild left hand. He's kind of leveled the playing field with Beasley in the last round and a half. If he connects with one of those, he might put Beasley to sleep. 14 knockout victories of the 24 career wins for Williams. He's won 2 of the last 12 he's been in, Jim, and his record is 24, 13, and 1 with 14 knockouts. And the man was 22.
22 and 3 or 4.
Yeah, 22 and 4, because one of those last 12 is the draw.
Right. So it hasn't gone good for Sanderline Williams, as in a way he's become an opponent. And a good one. Good left hook there, yeah.
Good countering by Beasley. He's standing his ground. When he stands his ground, he gets through those a lot easier. Williams.
He was trying to mount an attack. And he's really throwing away some of the defensive skills that got him there, because he knows he's got to mount some kind of an offense to have a chance to win the fight.
And he's got to open up, take some risk.
Right.
Try and get back at this thing. Time's just simply running out on him in this bout.
Less than a minute to go, round 7. This is an 8-rounder, so Williams will have one more round after this one if he can't get to Beasley at the end of this 7th round. So far, Beasley has been in control most of the way. He's doing it with the left jab. Sanderline just doesn't have the quickness in his feet that he once had. Beasley able to, now warning to Sanderline Williams about a butt from referee Tom Karastevich. Right hand just kind of slid behind the ear of Beasley. And Beasley now just on his bicycle. There's a good left hook by Beasley. Left hook by Sanderline Williams gets in. Another left hook. But it's more of a slap than anything. Really not turning it over as the bell sounds ending round 7.
That's Brown.
Yeah. Offensive skills still diminished somewhat from Sanderline Williams. And again, I think you can see it from that left hook. He didn't turn it over, didn't really get the power that he needed on it to do any damage. More of a slap than it was a punch.
Well, usually in a relatively quiet place that we have here, and the crowd not really on its feet screaming, you can hear the pop, pop, pop of that leather in this kind of division, or junior middleweight, and on up. Really crackling shots, but we haven't heard a crackling shot in the fight, really. Two men with not great power by any stretch of the imagination.
And that speaks to your point about Lonnie Beasley. At 12-1, heading to 13-1, he's got to develop something to create some excitement so that he can get a big fight somewhere against somebody so he can make some things happen. And unless he gets to work, as you mentioned earlier, on that heavy bag, he's not going to really get that shot that he wants.
Well, he's got to be able to keep big bangers honest. And he's not really got that yet.
Beasley now just boxing, and Sanderline can't do much about it. Beasley in and out. Williams staying in the center of the ring, kind of a stationary target. Left hook kind of slid wide. Good left jab by Williams. But the younger legs of Lonnie Beasley kind of taking him out of harm's way. 2 minutes left in this one.
Good series of shots there. Beasley on the bicycle, like you say. Boxing pretty well. His legs really have stayed under him while in the fight, haven't they?
Yes, they have. Certainly good workout for Beasley. A little more than a minute left to go here in round 8 of this one. Neither fighter down. Williams trying to go to work. As Beasley stayed right in front of Sanderline that time. Didn't dance away. Didn't get on his bicycle. And now Sanderline Williams starting to make some noise. Not nearly enough to rescue the fight, we don't believe.
Oh, that hurt.
Big left to the body. There's that pop you talked about.
That was the only one in the fight.
The only one in the fight that had anything. It cracked into the ribs of Sanderline Williams.
Brought his leg right up.
That hurt. Took the breath away. Inside 30 seconds left. And this is the 8th and final round. I think took all the rest of the offense away from whatever Sanderline Williams could muster at this point. He's still breathing hard from that shot. A couple of tired fighters right now, and there's the bell ending the fight. Lonnie Beasley against Sanderline Williams. Beasley, again, a good accounting of himself in a boxing sense. Good accounting.
Good solid outing for him. Another victory, we do believe. We'll have that confirmed, I think, in just a few moments. That'll be 7 in a row in just over a year's time since he decided to come back to the ring and launch the comeback effort. And it will run his overall record to 13-1. There's 4 knockouts in there, which illustrates something about the power that we were talking about early. But then again, Jim, as I suggested to him last night, there's a few folks around this boxing world that would sell their souls for a 13-1 record, no matter how you got there. Some of the action from round number 3. There you see the right leg of Sanderline Williams come up as he was really blistered to the ribs, and that one hurt. That was a shot hard enough to break a rib, perhaps, if he caught it just at the right angle. And a good, solid outing for him. But that was the only shot in the fight that really just snapped.
But the illustration you gave earlier about in this division, you hear some pops. You hear some pretty good pops when a good punch lands. And that one, I think we could hear from our ringside microphones, was the only pop really in the fight. Only good, solid shot that landed.
There were, maybe in the second round, one shot that Beasley